This is 3D up close and personal.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Darryl. 3D up close and personal.
David's out today. He will be back on the next episode. We have a guest, Tasha. She will be assisting us on episode 18, knowing when to let go in a relationship.
I'm thinking about this, and I just don't know. Should I stay or I let it go? I'm ready for a change, time to rearrange my life so I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, we're just three ordinary people. Danielle, did you receive a letter?
Dear Up Close and Personal, writing to you today because I am in a difficult place in my life. My relationship is failing, and I am struggling to find a way forward. My partner and I have been fighting a lot lately.
Oh, come on, boy, because I have a little conversation.
And there are moments of silence that are deafening. I find myself thinking about leaving, but I am afraid of what that might mean for me. I've been taking sleeping pills to help me cope, and my new bed is the couch. I've been having bad dreams, and I wake up feeling more alone than ever. I know that I need to make a change, but I am scared. I am scared of being alone, of dating at 40 years old, and of starting over. I've been talking to my friends, and they have been giving me advice, but I know that this will be a challenge. Financially, it will be tough, but I know that it will be so much better for me to have peace of mind. I'm ready for a new life, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Any suggestion that you might have would be greatly appreciated. I am parked at the fork in the road, and I need to make a decision soon.
Wow. Miss Fork in the road.
I almost need to hear that again. There's some stuff going on in it.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like a daytime drama.
But I understand when the relationship is breaking down that sometimes the communication is not like it should be. Sometimes people don't talk at all. Or very little.
Yeah, I get the arguing thing, and I can see that you had some time for yourself or whatever, but what are y'all arguing about that you are losing sleep, that you need an aid to have you go to sleep?
Hey, everybody is different. I can't shut my mind down that easy, and sometimes going through these life changes. I need a little help just to wind down so I can rest for tomorrow.
Every time I try to leave you, you call me back. Every time you try to lie, you tell me the facts. Every time you call me wrong, you think you're right. So tell me why.
Everybody's kind of different on their psyche.
Yeah, you're right, Darryl. Everybody's built differently, and some people just can't handle the pressure of serious change.
Some details that she gave in there, I wonder how long have they been together?
You didn't say how long.
No, it doesn't say how long they were together.
Today, we have a poem entitled Walking Away, made especially for this episode. I need to flee from this relationship that's killing me. The arguments, they never end. Losing sleep. I can't pretend that everything's okay when it's not. I'm tired of feeling so distraught. Suspicion lingers in my mind. I can't ignore it. I can't unwind the fear of being alone is real. But staying here is not ideal. Sleeping on the couch, not talking. This relationship is slowly rotting. Need to walk away. I need to go. But before I lose myself, before I lose control, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to leave, to find my peace, to finally breathe. I'll take the lessons. I'll take the pain, to walk away and to start again.
Wow.
And I was walking away. That's really a poem. It describes the problems in the relationship.
6 signs a relationship is over. The 6 signs the relationship is over. The number 1 is that there is no emotional connection. When the spark is gone, it's hard to tell if the relationship is worth saving. That is one of the key signs that your relationship is ending, when you're no longer feeling to be open and vulnerable to your partner. When physical intimacy doesn't appeal to you anymore. Sexual desire can sway over the course of a relationship, but if it seems that you're struggling to get over that, then it may be a sign that the relationship is coming to an end. It's hard to agree on anything, and that's one of the telltale signs you're heading towards a breakup. Someone else might seem more appealing. So when you start fantasizing about people more often than what it could be considered healthy.
When the flame is gone, it's time to weigh your options and possibly move on.
relations. Like she said, no sexual desire. They're not having a relationship like they used to.
There's a saying that as a lack of sexual interest, it often is a reflection of the health and potential longevity of the relationship.
Okay, now that's on online information. I was talking about personal.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I feel like that's very important. I mean, if you don't have physical intimacy, I mean, if it's not for a reason like outside of health reasons, if there's no sign of physical intimacy, either they have some type of mental thing going on or they're getting it somewhere else. So, I mean, you know, once you're not having no type of physical intimacy, that relationship is done. My personal opinion, I feel like.
I told my ex we should see other people. She agreed and suggested I start with a therapist.
I'm thinking about this and I just don't know. Should I stay or I let it go? I'm ready for a change, time to rearrange my life so I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Back to the letter.
This person sounds like they got some things going on. And I feel like once y'all sleep in different rooms, you taking drugs, y'all ain't having sex. What's going on?
Yep, sounds like they got some issues.
I really wish they gave a little bit more detail about what they fighting about, because really all we know is that this individual is just they going through some stuff and they just thinking about leaving. What is the motivation behind them leaving besides the argument?
What about sleeping arrangements? Because sometimes couples get bad, they don't want to sleep with each other. Somebody got to sleep on the couch or in the guest bedroom.
But not with me. An online survey said some people think it's okay to sleep in separate beds, separate rooms in the house, if things aren't working out.
Man, why are you out here in the garage?
Me and the wife are fighting, so I'm in the doghouse.
Man, you got lucky. I live in the country. When I get in a fight with my wife, I'm in the outhouse.
I just got a problem with that. I don't know.
That's fine. That's why when you're on the show, giving your opinion on how you look at it. There's got to be some variations and differences. We're all ordinary people, but everybody's got their little different wants and needs and desires.
How do you feel about sharing the same bed if you're not getting along with your significant other?
If they having relations with somebody else, other than that, I can even understand that you may not say nothing for each other, but to be in another room somewhere or what have you, that's my intake on it. Really, what are you arguing about that you can't sleep in the same bed with each other? And you may not be doing anything intimate for that night, but to say that you're going to sleep in a whole nother room, because the only way I can really see that is that there is truly some intimate and some deep kind of issue there that you're going to sleep in different rooms from each other.
When the relationship is breaking up.
The other person, there might be some different behavior patterns where they used to come home in a decent hour and now they staying out late.
Hey, it's 3 a.m. Where you been?
I got stuck in traffic.
Yeah, you got stuck into something.
Personal experience. I mean, I definitely, of course, relationship patterns are going to change. It depends on what level y'all at a relationship of understanding. Y'all just living together to paying bills? Does everybody know what's going on? Or is this like an understanding between everybody that you go do what you do, I do what I do?
Girl, I don't know what to do. It's been a rough few months for us. I care about him, but he needs to drink some act right.
Well, all I got to say how to evaluate him, does his good outweigh his bad, and can you forgive? Then you can make your final decision.
People do need to have their space.
Space is good.
At some point, it doesn't even have to be about arguments or whatever. For that day, I can see, especially if you don't have that kind of space, that somebody may stay out a little bit more or whatever, but not at no ridiculous hour where it seems suspect.
Feeling suspicious of the other person set the scenario up. We know we're not getting along with the other person. This relationship is on a downward spiral, and it's about to end, and we're suspicious.
So suspicious.
I got something. Suspicious behavior in a relationship says you gotta be clear on boundaries. What kind of communication styles do you have? Sharing phone numbers? Y'all sharing passcodes? What kind of information are y'all sharing now? If somebody's acting weird with their phone, they turn them over, they putting them away, turning them off, stuff they ain't normally been doing.
Babe, why are you leaving me?
Here's the good and bad of why I'm leaving you after looking back 4 years of us being together. The good. You're a great lover. You take me to the mountaintop.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. However, the bad, you're selfish. You're messy. You can't keep a job. You lied to me. You cheated on me. You hung up on my mom. Most of the time you're broke. You lack empathy and compassion. I know. I can't find perfection. I forgave you. I accepted your flaws. I'm a patient woman. But it seems my patience has reached its end. Sorry.
Well, looking at it from your perspective, if I were you, I'd leave me too.
Women have very good intuition. I'm also the type of person that you just don't call somebody out and bring out what the suspicious activity is. Try to start it off where it's not an argumentative kind of a thing. And then you start asking about it. I'm about women's intuition. Men's intuition.
Men's intuition often gets overlooked or mislabeled as gut instinct or street smarts, but it's very real and powerful.
We're emotional creatures, stereotypical wise, so I want to get suspicions about guys or whatever. They're pretty much in tune to what's going on. It's just how you going to approach it and try to see if your suspicions are right.
Are you looking for dirt?
That's one thing I'm not for people looking for dirt. Don't look for it if you don't really want the answer to it.
Are you telling me if I can't handle the truth, don't look for the truth?
In summary, that's what she meant.
Eventually, if they stick around, something's going to be revealed.
True.
On episode 14, Privacy, there was a story of a woman.
She had an intuition, and then she went on the home computer. She got into his account, and she found out he had been doing this stuff for years because he'd seen old emails where he was flirting with other women online, sharing pictures. He was doing a lot of raunchy online stuff.
On the surface, he was giving the illusion he was a good man being home, treating the wife right, paying bills, going to work. But he had his fetishes, he had his vices.
Oh boy. I'm thinking about this and I just don't know. Should I stay or I let it go?
He might even have some extramarital relations and stuff like that.
I was going to say, was he feeding out onto his little flirts and everything, though? Did he act upon them?
As far as I know, I think he did meet up with a couple of them in the beginning. He was also posting pictures of his wife's, like sexual pictures of her online in chat room.
Oh my God.
And shared them with other people, yeah.
He was doing a lot of crazy stuff.
He violated her privacy.
Strangers walk up to you, hey, I remember you. What about fear of being alone?
Give me the reason. I'm scared to be alone.
Sometimes people don't want to break up due to the fear of being alone.
That's a real feeling there. The person that wrote that letter is a better means to an end if she gets out of that relationship and she could deal with the financial struggle. Number two is, like she's saying, she's starting over at 40. Just got to find your place, because at the end of the day, she might need to be able to learn how to be by herself. There's going to be somebody else out there that she going to meet.
Fear of being alone, they call that attachment anxiety. Sometimes people, they don't know if it's really the fear of the unknown.
Yes, the unknown can be scary.
Sometimes you're alone anyway. You wouldn't be alone while you with somebody. You could do bad by yourself. Being single, I say it sucks because you got to get to know somebody again. You start all over and then you got to go through the whole fish in the sea.
Fishing in the sea. Sometimes I use a hook. Sometimes I use a net. Sometimes I just catch and release.
So it's always going to be some scary part, but you got to see what's going to be good for you. Your mental state, that's a health issue right there.
And that's all we got for the day. This is 3D Up Close and Personal. I'm Darryl. David is out today. And we have a guest, Tasha, and
Danielle.
3D Up Close and Personal.
Come back next time for episode 19, Heartbreak.
3D Up Close and Personal, the relationship podcast, would like to thank you.
We have 18 episodes you can listen to anytime.
And we're on 21 platforms.
We have a 4.5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
We have listeners who have tuned in from 51 different cities in 18 countries.
Today's guest is Tasha.
She is the CEO of Signature Creates, LLC,
a full-service printing company. Can be your go-to partner for transforming ideas into tangible impact.
whether it's for business or personal.
3D Up Close and Personal is produced by Parks Media Group.
PMG 2025.
All rights reserved.
3D Up Close and Personal. And don't you ever forget it.
Like and subscribe and share.